Hello everybody, Chris Wood here, September 13th, doing a quick update to let everybody know that what has taken place with me is done. I am completely and totally 100% numb. The whole right side of my head and the whole right side of my body, I am getting nothing but what feels like an electricity halo going around my head. And I have a spot on the back of my head that is burning, and I'm having stuff going through it. It feels like a tube there, and I'm having stuff going through it, and it's going through around from the back of my head to my forehead where my skull has been split, and it's in perfect alignment where my skull's been split. I am Chris Wood, and I am the victim of identity theft, identity change. My skull's been split, my brain has been seriously injured, and I have what is called remote neuromonitoring on me from O.P.P, Lennox and Addington, Ontario Provincial Police. Since 2019, and what it does, it's a microchip implant, and I can prove it. It's police and military tech that's been in operation since the 60s, and not a lot of people know about it. And what it does inside a person is it fucks a person's central nervous system. I have other tech in me that also is enabling me to be broadcasted through like a hologram. I'm being used like a second skin. But this has nothing to do with mental illness. This has nothing to do with drugs, as crazy as it may sound. It has to do with the remote neuromonitoring. And I am being broadcasted through by co-offenders, by people who are serious drug addicts and co-offenders with and for Lennox and Addington, Ontario Provincial Police, and doctors here. O.P.P. Spencer Mills, O.P.P. ex-chief, O.P.P. Shannon Cork, O.P.P. staff sergeants, O.P.P. Robert Lucas, O.P.P. Robert Kane, mental health worker Stacy, mental health worker and cop Shelley Hafner, who arranged my kidnapping May 27, 2021, 24 hours after me asking for help, which was what was taking place with me, which is just this, my identity theft and other crimes. My mother was stalked by William Wooldridge and Blair Hardy. William Wooldridge, last known his name, was calling my mother mom while he was stalking her and using remote neuromonitoring on her, causing, with the high EMFs and her age, caused tumors, caused cancer, caused her death. It was with intent to do this to me. I've been going through serious deforming. I have William Wooldridge's prisoner tracking onto me, plus the remote neuromonitoring, so I read as him 24/7. They took it off him and put it onto me, and I will not be proven wrong. I was falsely charged and arrested just so they could get my prints and my pictures and everything else for forgeries, framings, and frauds, and to also give me, in an attempt to give me a criminal record, and also in an attempt to deflect their crimes against me, the police and the doctors. Serious lies against me, stating I've had a long criminal history and a long psychological history, and none of it is true. I've never been in any of those places, and it needs to be proved by the ones that cast those lies. Long lies against me, stating I have a long history of psychological and criminal, and none of that's true. Long history of being suicidal, self-harmer, and none of that is true. and it needs to be proven by the ones that cast a lie, lies against me stating about drugs. I do not do drugs. And that needs to be proven by the ones that cast the lies. I've lost too many friends and family from the junk, and I myself, 10 years ago, overdosed from it. I have nothing to do with the crap, and I want nothing to do with it in any way, shape, or form, so fuck you and that bullshit. For the ones who cast that lie. I've been through serious skull deforming, I've been proving my injuries, I've been proving my identity theft, and I haven't been able to do nothing about it for the simple reason is Lennox and Annington County Hospital doctors are involved and have been since day one in medical discrimination and medical treatment refusals and cover-ups with this crime. Dr. Tatiana V, aka Margie V, Stacy's girlfriend, the mental health worker, now Kingston. Dr. Joy Hadley, Dr. Martin, Dr. Pritchard, Dr. McGregor, Dr. Waldron, Dr. Ambimbola, Dr. Sue, Dr. Fardell, Triage Nurse Terry, Triage Nurse Tanya, Triage Nurse David, and Paladin Security. Human sex trade, slavery, trafficking, pedophilia, children to pedophiles, adults to sex offenders, financial thefts and frauds, insurance frauds, policies, having people murdered and taking out policies and collecting on them, OW, welfare and disability thefts and frauds with their victims are taking place. So right now I'm being seriously broadcasted through by Tyler Lake and Jabin Alstein, and I am obviously starting to show resemblance to this little piece of shit who is only about 30 years old, maybe 31, 32. He is a co-offender and a serious drug addict with O.P.P. He gets paid approximately $300 a day plus all the cocaine, fentanyl, crack, and meth, and the other drugs that they want while they're getting high doing this, passing this around in hopes to mentally fuck me up, in hopes that I mentally break, in hopes that I go crazy, in hopes that I do something, which I will not. I have no intention to give you justifiable reason to fuck me over even more. It's not gonna happen. I'm not the criminal here. You are. I am the victim. The cops and the doctors and your inmate boss, William Wooldridge, last known username 149 Center Street North, Blair Hardy, Tyler Lake, Jabin Alstein, Ray, Sam, Hope Mills, all your untouchables, Mike, the homeless guy, and the rest of them. While you're passing our arm around, using it on me, sucking my life out of me, deforming me, sitting back, and being untouchable because who you work with and for. O.P.P. and a psychotic mental health addictions worker, who I also had no previous association with either, nor did I have any previous association with the cops involved as well. So, anyway, I better wrap this up. I just wanted to say that my identity theft is done. After 3 years, I'm being seriously mentally numbed down to be dumbed down, so if this is my last video, I hope this is seen and remembered. I'm Chris Wood, and I am an identity theft victim, and this is compliments of Lennox and Annington, Ontario Provincial Police and their boss for framing, for trafficking, and for murder, and I will not be proven wrong since 2019 because of me speaking of their crimes. I better wrap this up. Go have something to eat. I hope everybody likes this content, and I hope everybody will subscribe and share. This is very serious and important. This helps get this out. I am a 50-year-old man, and I'm going through this because I spoke up of police crimes, and that's the only reason. I tried to save lives from police, doctors, and others. As a result, I became a victim. I've tried everything legally, medically to save my life, and I have not been able to do anything about it while this is getting worse. The longer it takes place, the longer it goes on, and these people are untouchable, I will be screwed even more. mentally and physically. Love all, hate none. This is how O.P.P and the cops human traffic, frame, and murder, and doing it very successfully here in Napanee. They even have a justice of the peace to help obstruct for them and with them. Hit that like button, share, subscribe. Love all, hate none.